After 9 long years, the kids of Hawkins, Indiana have finally grown up, and Netflix's biggest show, Stranger Things, has come to an end. At least, that's what we were told, because even now, the story refuses to stay quiet. There are books, spin-off cartoons, a so-called spiritual successor, a stage play that's apparently mandatory viewing if you want to understand the full lore. Important enough that, no joke, you might need to go to Broadway just to understand what really happened. Which immediately raises a question. If the story is over, why does it still feel unfinished? The main Stranger Things series, 11, The Upside Down, the psychic wars bleeding into small-town America, is supposedly done, and when the finale aired, reactions were split straight down the middle. Did I hate it? Yes, but not for the reasons most people did. The final confrontation with Vecna and the Mind Flayer felt rushed, almost evasive. We're told we're in the home dimension of the Demogorgons, the place where these creatures come from, and yet not a single one appears. No swarm, no final horror, nothing. Apparently, this was questioned in the writer's room, and then quietly dismissed. That alone is strange. The writing throughout the season often feels disjointed, like pieces were stitched together at the last second. There's even reason to believe parts of it were AI-assisted, or at the very least, written under extreme time pressure. We know production began before the finale script was finished, which should sound familiar, because we've seen this before. Somehow, Palpatine returned. And yet, despite all of that, the ending worked emotionally. Somehow, against all odds. This wasn't Game of Thrones Season 8. It didn't feel like a betrayal. If we weren't going to get a bleak horror ending where everyone dies, I was ready to accept a softer conclusion, a farewell. I even teared up. Seeing a new generation starting their own D&D campaign, Mike closing the basement door where everything began, that door shutting felt final, definitive, like the story was telling us, this is where you stop. So why didn't it feel right? Why did so many people walk away unsettled instead of satisfied? Because almost immediately, fans began noticing things they couldn't unsee. Small things at first, then bigger ones. Extras behaving strangely, props changing positions, colors shifting, characters making decisions that felt wrong. Not incorrect, wrong like they didn't belong to the people making them. And eventually, the fandom reached a chilling conclusion. This wasn't the real ending. Throughout the season, Vecna traps his victims inside false realities, worlds stitched together from recycled memories, while their bodies remain trapped in the real world. We see it happen to Max, to Holly, to others. According to this theory, it also happened to Mike, meaning the epilogue never occurred, meaning the happy ending was never real. This idea became known as Conformity Gate, named after A Wrinkle in Time, a key inspiration for Season 5. And once you see it, once the pieces line up, it becomes almost impossible to ignore. So let's talk about it. Let's follow the evidence. And let's ask the uncomfortable question, did Vecna actually win? It starts immediately after Vecna's supposed defeat. The screen cuts to black, silence, then a ticking sound. A clock. We're told it's bricks being laid, but clocks have always been Vecna's calling card, his presence, his signature, the sound that means reality is about to break. That's how the epilogue begins. Then, in the buyer's basement, you can spot boxes from Mr. What's-It, the same name Vecna used as posing as Holly's imaginary friend earlier in the season. Memory bleeding into reality, or reality bleeding into a mindscape. Even the communication between dimensions feels off. Walkie-talkies casually bridging worlds? The show barely acknowledges how impossible that should be. But impossibility doesn't matter inside Vecna's mind. Robin later says Hawkins feels different, not changed. Different like it isn't the place she remembers. Steve, a lifelong basketball player, becomes a baseball coach. Hopper proposes with a ring that should not exist anymore, a ring Vecna knows about. And then there's graduation. The longer you look at it, the more unsettling it becomes. Blank signs held by cheering students, orange robes instead of cannon green, robes that look uncomfortably close to prison uniforms. Everyone sitting with hands folded in their laps, mirroring the posture Henry Creel favored. Characters under Vecna's control have always mimicked him. Billy did it, Henry did it, now everyone is doing it. Some extras stare directly into the camera, just like Henry used to. And the scene itself feels artificial, too perfect, too neat. Dustin is celebrated for Hellfire after being beaten for it earlier in the season. Old conflicts vanish, trauma evaporates. It plays like a fantasy, like a reward, like something designed to keep you compliant. Even Mike seems to notice. For a moment, he looks like he's waking up. Then we hear deep, distant booms, footsteps, the Mind Flayer walking. Just like 11 once heard Hopper pounding on the tank from outside her vision. The inconsistencies keep piling up. Water existing in the Upside Down, injuries vanishing, props changing color, watches frozen in time. The basement door reversed in the final D&D scene. Video games foreshadow it too. Ghosts and Goblins, a game infamous for lying to you. You beat the boss, then discover it wasn't real. You have to do it again, harder. Music choices repeat the pattern. Heroes plays during fake deaths. Posters reference deception. Even Netflix's real-world marketing hid messages that whisper, "Wake up." And when you step back, it's a staggering amount of evidence. As a theory, ConformityGate is airtight. But then comes the dangerous part. The belief that Netflix secretly filmed a final episode, a hidden ending that would reveal the truth. That's where reality breaks the spell. An episode that expensive couldn't stay secret. Too many people, too many leaks, too much money to hide. What did happen is simpler and colder. Netflix saw a viral theory and let it burn. Free engagement, free speculation, free rewatches. And if you want to believe Vecna won, that Hawkins is trapped in a dream, the story absolutely supports it. But waiting for a secret fix that will never come? That's the real trap. Sometimes fans write endings that are darker, smarter, and more haunting than what we're given. And recognizing that, then creating something new from it, is healthier than hoping the story will secretly change. Because the most unsettling possibility isn't that ConformityGate is true. It's that the happy ending convinced us to stop asking questions. And that, my friends, isn't a theory. It's a warning.